Okay, I'm going to show you what you can do if you open up your LevelUp control panel and you go and press the power on button and nothing happens, and so you press it a few more times and you get no display. The key here is not to panic, stay calm, and I'll show you a few things that you can quickly check, and hopefully with a little bit of luck you can get the LevelUp panel to display and you'll be able to use the panel. Okay, since you couldn't get your Lippert LevelUp panel to power up, let's first check a few simple things. Go over to where your batteries are located at and open up your battery compartment door and look inside, and you will find a fuse holder that looks like this. Remove the red cap dust protector on the fuse holder and there should be a 25 amp ATC style fuse. Inspect that fuse, or better yet, remove the fuse and check it with an ohm meter and make sure the fuse isn't blown. Once you've verified that the fuse is good, close the dust cover on it and we'll proceed to the next point to check. If you go to the front of the Alpine and open up the forward compartment and then look up high, you will see a small white box with a bunch of wires coming to it. And what you want to do is there's one plug with one single red wire in it. That wire runs all the way back over to the battery compartment area, hydraulic pump area, where you checked your fuse at. Remove that plug and then reseat it back into the controller. This what we're looking at here is the forward controller to the LevelUp system. The other cables that you see on there, there's one with a whole bunch of wires on it, yellow, purple, blue, green, etc. All of those wires run back over into the battery compartment where the hydraulic pump motor is at and control the various selector valves and send signals to the dual polarity solenoid. But your problem is your panel won't power up, so we want to reseat that red wire connector up there, and then we'll go over to the LevelUp control panel. Okay, we're at the LevelUp control panel. At the very top there's a very small slot. Insert a screwdriver inside. Insert a screwdriver inside the little small slot at the top and gently pry forward, and the top edge of the control panel will tip out. You can then take and gently remove and then lift up the control panel and pull it out a little bit, and you will see a harness on the back. This harness runs from this control panel back up front to the forward control module that I showed you, that's located in the front cargo bay. And what you want to do here is remove this plug and simply reseat it. Once you've done that, then we'll reinstall the panel and simply set the panel at an angle. On the bottom edge there's two little lips there, and then at the top you're going to have to depress that clip and then press your panel back in. So hopefully we will now have power when we press our power on button, and we can look and see that yes, in fact, the LevelUp system has powered up. And what I'm going to do now is we'll simply toggle through the various settings, and we want to get to where we can read the battery voltage, and we can see that we were reading 13.5 volts. And the reason it's showing 13.5 volts is we're plugged into shore power, and so this tells us that we have a good battery and that we have a good converter. Just following up on the 12 volt DC power supply that runs from the battery all the way around to the forward control module and then feeds over to the control panel. You have the fuse here that we wanted to check, and the battery disconnect switch, it can be on or off, it doesn't matter, because the Lippert LevelUp control system is hardwired directly to the battery at all times. And if you notice, you'll see this red lead, it's setting on one of the positive leads on one of my resettable breakers. Overall, the 6-point hydraulic LevelUp system is pretty good, pretty accurate, and you usually won't have any problems. The key to a successful and reliable operation of your 6-point hydraulic level up system is maintaining the batteries. Do not try to run the level up system or your hydraulic slides if you don't have a battery installed. Yes, your converter does supply over 12 volts, and it does have 55 to 75 amps capacity, but it cannot handle the surge, the initial startup that hydraulic pump motor is going to draw when you first try to run the system. So never run the level up system or the hydraulic slides without a battery installed. If you do that, you're probably going to have errors with the system when you try to operate it, and it's a quick way to burn up the converter.